I'll be brief and summarize this because we're going to get to your questions. But let me just say this simply. America works because we're a nation of laws, not of men. The rule of law is incredibly important to maintain a constitutional republic. And it's in jeopardy right now because when you have the Department of Justice and the FBI itself engaged in the activities that we're talking about here today, it alarms the American people. They understand that our institutions are crumbling. The people's faith in our institutions, our system of justice itself, is at an all-time low. It's because of the things that we're highlighting here this morning. Our constituents, and I mean millions and millions of Americans, are deeply concerned about the things that we're talking about here today. They've seen this. And when they found out that parents who showed up at school board meetings were labeled as domestic terrorists, when they found out that the FBI is trying to recruit informants and spies inside traditional Catholic congregations, when they found out that the FBI was meeting regularly with social media platforms over the last 2 election cycles to censor and silence conservative candidates and voices online, when they find out that patriots stand up to blow the whistle on this, and they're being retaliated against by those who are engaged in this corruption, it alarms them, and it should. So we hear back when I'm at home and I'm doing town halls, all of us, we're talking to our constituents, average, everyday, hardworking Americans and families, and they say, why can't you guys stop it? Why can't somebody be indicted? Why can't they be put on trial in a court of law? Well, we're just the Congress. We have a solemn responsibility of oversight. That is exactly what we are engaging in the Weaponization Committee, and it's sad that it's come to this. But I often have to explain back home, we don't have the ability to indict anybody or put them on trial in a court. We're just members of Congress. What we do have the responsibility of doing, and what we do have the power of doing, is putting this on view of the American public, putting it, the facts, I guess, on trial in the court of public opinion. And so that's what this is about. We want these brave whistleblowers to come forward and tell their stories, and it is compelling information. You're going to be shocked by some of the things you hear. But here's something else you need to know. As Chairman Jordan said, we've got a couple dozen whistleblowers. We've only got a few who are able to come forward and put their name and their face to this. You know why? Because the rest of them are fearful that their careers will be ended, that their families will be put in jeopardy, like you're going to hear this morning, that all these things would happen to them as well. And so we respect that. We're not trying to urge or compel anybody to come forward because we know what's at stake for them, and that is frightening. So we're hopeful that at the end of this, we can bring about reforms, that we can change what's happening here to ensure that the kind of abuses that you're seeing here never happen again. And watch, as was said just a moment ago, watch. You're in a hearing today, watch what the Democrats do. They're going to come out, they're going to try to discredit these men, these brave patriots. They're going to try to say that they're not trustworthy. But I think you can evaluate that for yourself when you hear from them. See some of the video highlights, but see in person today and hear their heart and how they're grieved for America as we are, and that we've got to bring about these changes.